Hi guys, for today's video, I want to share with you 10 healthy habits for your home. These are super easy to implement. They're things that I do in my everyday life to help with the health of our home, and I want to share them with you guys. So before we get started, if you are new here, don't forget to subscribe. I post new videos every single Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You can go ahead and hit the notification bell and you will get notified every time I upload a new video. And lastly, if you guys are not already following my Instagram, it's rachelfreeby_. I would love to have you guys there. I do want to mention before we get started, today is a very cloudy, sunny type of day. So the lighting may shift, but it's just what we're working with today. I've got the natural light, so if lighting changes, that's why. But we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna share with you guys 10 healthy habits for your home. The first healthy habit that I encourage you to implement into your everyday life is emptying the dishwasher right in the morning. I always run the dishwasher at night while we're sleeping so that in the morning I can just get up, unload the dishwasher. We have all clean dishes. You're waking up to a clean kitchen. I feel like that's a really great way to kind of kickstart a clean and organized and productive day. To start your day with no grime on your dishes and no clutter, not having dishes piled up in the sink or a bunch of dirty ones in the dishwasher, but instead to have them clean in the morning and unload them as one of the first things in the morning. I always make my coffee and then I unload our dishwasher. That way we have an empty dishwasher for the rest of the day, so I can just immediately put dirty dishes into the dishwasher throughout the day, and that really maintains a clean household for us. There's a lot less clutter. I have been doing this pretty much since we moved into our apartment, so I find it really helpful to just unload the dishwasher, start off your day with an empty dishwasher. That way you can really maintain the dirty dishes, and it's super easy to just throw them in the dishwasher. My second healthy habit for the home is to do one load of laundry per day. I find this super helpful because it keeps the laundry from becoming really overwhelming. If you let your laundry kind of pile up, it becomes this whole day process of a bunch of loads and then a bunch of folding, and laundry takes quite a bit. I mean, the wash cycle is a while, and especially the drying cycle, and then you've got to fold all those clothes and put them away, and it becomes really tiresome to do like 4 or 5 loads in a day. So I find that doing one load per day is just so much more maintainable and doable, and it also keeps our clothes and our towels and things like that clean, because we're not having dirty clothes just pile up and sit there, but instead, you know, they're getting washed and they're getting done throughout the week, and it's just way easier on me because I have less to do. I also like to fold them right after they're done in the dryer when they're nice and warm, and I find that this way I have a lot less of the throw the clean ones in a basket and then they end up sitting there unfolded, and then you gotta throw them back in the dryer to wrinkle release them, and it just becomes a waste of energy always putting them back in the dryer or having wrinkly clothes. So this way it's one load to keep track of. I put them in the washer, switch them to the dryer, put them away, and it does not take a lot out of my day. This is a huge tip that I recommend. The next healthy habit that goes along with laundry is switch out your typical dryer sheets for either wool dryer balls, and you can add some essential oils to them if you want a scent, or just a natural dryer sheet. So dryer sheets contain a lot of harmful chemicals. It's one of those things we don't think about. We just throw them in our load, and you know, they smell nice. It's just kind of the thing you do to get the static away. It's just habitual. It's instinctual to just throw it in there. But they actually contain a lot of harmful chemicals. A lot of fragrance is harmful to us. So I recommend taking some dryer balls. You can get them all over the place. I think I got mine from Trader Joe's, and I got a couple from Target. And add some lemon or thieves or anything that you want to freshen up your laundry. Toss a few of those in the dryer, and there you go. If you don't want to do that, you can get just a better, more natural brand of dryer sheets. I really love the Better Life dryer sheets because I do find that they work better at getting rid of static than the dryer balls. The dryer balls, they worked well at first, and then they kind of lost some of their ability to take away the static over time. So it's just up to you what you feel comfortable with, but I highly recommend swapping out your dryer sheets. The next healthy habit I have is to start diffusing essential oils. I love essential oils, and I actually get quite a few questions on which ones I use. I don't have a strong opinion on one brand over the other. I have Young Living essential oils. I have Plant Therapy, I believe they are. I'll have to check that. As long as they're just 100% pure essential oil, no fillers, I don't care where you get your essential oils from. I don't have a huge preference. Those are the two brands that I tend to get them from. So that's what I use. You can diffuse whatever you like. Eucalyptus, lemon, peppermint. You can diffuse like a germ fighter blend with like thieves and clove and lemon and things like that. It's just really nice to freshen the air and kind of purify the air, and it is just nice and relaxing. I find that essential oils really help with my mood, whether it is like a lavender that takes the stress away. You can diffuse whatever you want for whatever kind of mood you want. If you want to feel awake and refreshed or kind of calmed down, it's just a much better option than candles. So I love to do essential oil diffusing. The next healthy habit I have is to wipe down commonly touched surfaces. This is something that not a lot of people think about, but it's actually such a good tool in killing germs and keeping your family healthy, because if you think about it, you're getting sicknesses from touching things that other people are touching, and germs and bacteria are growing. So I recommend wiping down handles, light switches, remotes, phones, keys, keyboards, those types of things that we're just constantly touching. And it's stuff that we don't always think about. So I have implemented either spraying like my thieves cleaner on a microfiber cloth, or even like a rubbing alcohol mixture if I really want to kill that bacteria. Sometimes I'll take rubbing alcohol on a cotton round and I'll wipe down all of our handles, because that goes a really long way. It's a really good step to just making sure those surfaces are staying clean. So I go through and wipe our kitchen handles, our door handles, our light switches, all of those things a few times a week. So that is something that I would definitely recommend, especially your keyboard, your phone. Those things are nasty. Next healthy habit I have is wash your throw pillows. This is something that I am somewhat new to, because I never thought about doing that. And I forget where I learned this tip from, but someone had said, wash your throw pillows. Most of them, you can just toss them in the washer, or they have like a cover that can go in the wash. So I actually just throw our throw pillows in the washer, and then I air dry them. You can also put them through the dryer. Some of them maybe not. It just depends on the material. For ours, I can put them in the dryer, but a lot of times I'll just air dry them, and it makes your home so fresh and clean. Because if you think about it, if you've got your throw pillows on the couch or on your bed, a lot of times we're laying on them, we're rubbing our face on them, we're falling asleep on them, our dog is sitting on them. So it's just a good idea to throw these guys in the wash and get them cleaned up. So I actually do this every couple of weeks. It's not something that I do every single week, but I'd say probably every 2 weeks I do throw our throw pillows in the wash, maybe every month, just depending on kind of what they look like, what they smell like, what I think. But that is something that I highly recommend. I'm sure a lot of you, like me, will think, wow, I've never thrown my throw pillows in the wash ever. So just read the label, see what it's made out of, see if it's safe to, you know, throw in the wash, throw in the dryer, whatever it may be. But most of them are okay. The next healthy habit for your home I have is open your windows. Fresh air is so good for us and to let into your home. So I recommend opening up your windows, opening up your patio door, whatever you can to get that fresh air in your home is such a good tool to make your home a healthier place. I mean, they always say, go out and get fresh air, it's good for you. It really is. So especially when you're cooped up at home a lot, I love to open the window. Ben and I even open our window a little during the winter time when we're sleeping, just to get some fresh air. That nice cool air actually can feel really good. So I recommend opening up your window if it's too hot or things like that. Even just for a little bit, or just have it cracked open, just something to bring some fresh air into your home is great. The next healthy habit I have is airing out your sheets. So I really love to make our bed so that it's nice and clean when you walk into the room. But I do like to air out our sheets for a while before we make our bed, because when you're sleeping, you are sweating and you've got grease on your skin sometimes, and whatever it may be, your bed kind of absorbs all those oils and that moisture and all that nasty stuff. So yes, you should be washing your sheets, all that, but apart from washing them and washing your pillowcase, it's actually a really good idea to let your bed sheets breathe, letting them just stay open and letting that moisture evaporate out of your bed sheets is a really good thing to do. You can do this for 20 minutes, you can do this for 3 hours, you can leave your bed open all day one day, whatever you want, but just let your sheets breathe every once in a while. I like to just kind of leave the bed unmade for kind of the time where I'm like drinking coffee, eating my breakfast, and once I've kind of gotten myself a little bit ready for the day, then I'll come into our bedroom and we'll make our bed. But just let it breathe for a little bit, let that stuff evaporate, because you don't want bacteria growing in your sheets at all. And also just make sure to be washing your bedding. The next healthy habit I have is to dust and vacuum often. We have so much dust in our homes and just stuff that can grow because of the dust, because of the dirt. We're breathing in this air. So I think it's a really good idea to be vacuuming often. I vacuum multiple times a week. I did this even before we got Finley, but now having a little puppy that sheds, I'm vacuuming even more often. But it's just a really good idea to kind of clear out that dust and dirt that's sitting in our homes. I think dusting is one of those things that's really easy to forget about, to be like, oh no, it's fine, I'll do it, you know, another time or whatever. But if you just kind of make it a habit to dust surfaces and to be vacuuming, I also like to vacuum up our couch. We have the little attachment because Finley lays on the couch and we can get fur on there and crumbs in there and just stuff like that. So I think this is something that it's easy to forget about, but it's really important to be vacuuming, sweeping, dusting, getting all this dust and grime that we're breathing in out of our homes so that it can be nice, purified air. The last healthy habit for our home that I have is to clean out your fridge often. So I think this is another one of those things that gets put on the back burner because nobody wants to clean out their fridge. It seems like such a chore, but if you're doing it more often, it's actually not that bad. It's when you kind of let stuff sit and grime get stuck on, that's when things get bad. So I find that I clean out my fridge weekly, taking everything out, wiping it all down. I like to do this before a big grocery shop. I have a whole video of kind of how I prep for the grocery shop and how I clean out our fridge and I organize it. I can link that one if you guys haven't seen it, but I like to fully clean out our fridge once a week because things spill and things can get sticky and gross. If you have old food in there, whatever it may be, it's just a really good idea to keep where your food is sitting really nice and clean and fresh. And it also is really easy to maintain if you're doing it often. That's what I feel like. If I'd like to do kind of these chores or tasks often because it's so much less work than letting things pile up and then you have to devote an entire day to some of these projects. So I like to do things just little by little and keep up with them, but I find that wiping out your fridge, organizing your fridge, it helps you save on groceries because you see what you're eating, you see what you're not eating, you throw away old food, you don't want food molding in your fridge, and then you also just wipe everything down so everything's really fresh. So I highly recommend doing that because we want where our food is to be nice and clean. So that is it, you guys. Those are my 10 healthy habits for your home. I hope that you guys found this video helpful or you liked it. Please comment down below habits that you do for your home. I would love to know. I love to implement all sorts of healthy habits into my lifestyle, and I've made it a big point to make our home as healthy as possible, so I always want to know other things that people are doing. So that's it. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. That supports my channel so much. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!